to Game Changers, everyone. My name is Kelly Kellner. Know me as the Kelster Mania, and a very special week number 12 in college football. Let's bring in Joe D'Amico live from Las Vegas. And Joe, we shoot these shows on a Thursday. It's a very special Thursday today. It's before birthday. You were very generous, beautiful gift. We had a great time, great lunch together at the Palm Restaurant, Caesar's Forum Shop last week. Thanks for spending the time, man. I tell you, they're still talking about they have never had two better-looking guys sitting in the front of that restaurant than you and I were there.
Well, Kelly, I want to say on the serious note, we like to have fun here, and we do give out a lot of serious content winners, but we like to have fun. I want to first say I want to wish you nothing but a happy birthday. I hope all your wishes come true, and I hope you a year filled with health, happiness, peace, and laughter. God bless you. Deserve it. Now we can have some fun. Yes, they said they never had two better-looking guys there, but then again, it was ladies' night. They don't normally get guys there, so it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We do our best work on a ladies' night, and you doing your best work. Last weekend's results across the board were absolutely monumental. I'm going to brag about New York Pele when I get him on after the break, but Joe D'Amico last weekend were absolutely on fire. Your big games were 3-0. Monster plays, and bookies are weeping in the streets. There's a flood of tears going down Las Vegas Boulevard this week.
Well, Kelly, you're right. Last Saturday, my premium plays went 4-0-1. I had two big games on Saturday, 2 games in a month situations, both win. Sunday, I know there's a college football segment. Sunday, 2-0 on big games. Kelly, on this show last week, between the college and pro football segments, 4-0 sports fans. If my free games are 4-0, what do you think I can do on my premium picks over at GameChangerz? I got a couple of winners today for everybody, but Kelly, I'm so excited. Not even you on your birthday are going to need a Viagra. We're going to kill it today because I got winners in college football. I got winners in pro football. I'll start wherever you want to start, brother.
I crush one up in my Wheaties every morning when I have that, just to give it a little blue hue on the top of the cereal. We're going to start off with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They are going into Indiana. They're 7-point favorites on the road. Are you liking your favorite here, Joe?
Absolutely. Sports fans, Minnesota, they've been through quite a bit this season. Their 3 top running backs all went down one after the other, and yet they still rank 22nd in the nation in running. After rattling off 4 consecutive wins and covers, the Golden Gophers, Kelly, they've lost and failed to cover the last 2 outings. Well, folks, there's no need for any concern because pulling into Memorial Stadium to face the Big Ten cellar dweller, the Indiana Hoosiers, is just what the doctor prescribed to get back on track. Indiana, 0-7 in conference play this season. They own some of the nation's poorest offensive numbers, and lining up against college football's 18th ranked scoring defense here, my friends, things are going to go from bad to worse for the Hoosiers. Defensively, they're just not going to be able to stop the ball-carrying tandem of Thomas and Irving. Kelly, these guys are backups, and the last 2 games, they've teamed up for 981 yards rushing, 5 TDs. The Golden Gophers, 5-1 ATS the last 6 versus the Hoosiers, 12-3-1 ATS the last 16 on the road, and 7-2-1 ATS the last 10 in Big Ten play. Minnesota wins this game by double digits, laying 7 here. I'm not afraid to lay a touchdown. They're going to win by double. I think they're going to win by 12, 13, 14 or more. This game gets uglier than Patrick Ewing and Ellen DeGeneres' love child.
Oh man, I got a mental picture of that one. That's kind of a little bit off. But one thing that's not off is the premium packages and the premium plays up at GameChangerz.ca. Now, every week we are changing our packages. There are specials, there are offers. Joe D'Amico, you've got a tremendous range. People can come, they can buy the rest of the season, they can buy weeks, they can buy by the day. They've got every opportunity in the world. We're encouraging everybody, go and check out the big plays, the big packages, because as Joe says, these games are winners, and you can take the profits you're making out of the free plays, invest into your future of making big money in the big games. These are the games where we're betting big money. We're betting 5 dimes, 10 dimes, 20 dimes on these games, and we are making absolutely phenomenal profits. Big profits coming in, though, on the game here. I know New York Pele normally likes the dogs, but you like a dog in this Wake Forest Clemson game coming up.
Absolutely, Kelly. Sports fans, Clemson fans, those of you that are left out there, don't get too excited over the team's 3-game straight-up win streak. For us bettors, the Tigers are still point spread poison. They dotted 2-8 ATS mark this season. Wake Forest, Kelly, They're 6-0 in conference play. They have a chance to lock up their first ACC Atlantic title since 2006. Trust me, folks, nothing would be sweeter for this team than clinching it this week against a team that has dominated this league for years. The Tigers defense, they're good. But in 3 of their last 4 contests, Kelly, I'm throwing out that Huskies because they stink. 3 of their last 4, their stop unit has allowed 71 points. The Demon Deacons own the nation's number 2 scoring offense. They average over 44.7 a game. Sam Hartman, the kid's a stud. He's tallied 3,163 yards passing, a 60% completion rate, 30-8 on the ratio. He's much more reliable than that counterpart, DJ Ugalele. I like his name. I don't like the quarterback. All right, Wake Forest has shaken up and gotten to much better quarterbacks this year, folks. The team is 5-2 ATS the last 7 meetings with the Tigers, 13-6 the last 19 as a road dog. Tigers are 0-4 the last 4 versus teams with a winning record, and 2-8 the last 10 in the favorite role. They crush bettors even when they were good. They do not get you paid. I'm taking Wake Forest. Kelly, I know you're going to ask me, so I'm going to make a preemptive strike. I like them on the money line plus 4.5, but always err on the side of caution. If the gambling gods are going to give you 4.5 points, take them. I do like them straight up. Kelly, last week I put a few bucks on a couple of teams I put out here on a money line parlay. Kelly, swear to God, $42,000 I got back on a 3-team money line parlay. It was phenomenal. Swear to God, I could show you up on my phone, on my app. It was great, great, great. I like this team straight up, but take the 4.5 points, guys. They're a gift.
Yeah, I like taking the 4.5, especially, if it's plus 2.5, those situations, I am always on the money line. Not very often you get that 1 or 2 points, although it's always nice to get those extra points. But I like getting value, and as I say, I play a little different strategy. I have had a hugely successful week playing round robin, taking money lines in underdogs in hockey and football and college basketball. I had a sweep last night in hockey, 3-0, 2 puck line winners and an underdog on the Chicago Blackhawks. These are connecting to make big money and big profits. I've been going 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and 5 out of 5 consistently over the last week. Joan, these plays are strong, though. These are straight up now. Tell me, Paula Abdul-style plays. I love them. I'm going to be on them. I was on your games last weekend. I was on Pele's games last weekend. Last Saturday was one of the most successful days I've had in recent history. We're going to come back after a couple of minutes here, or after 15 seconds, actually, only. It's, when you're 54 years old, 15 seconds sometimes feels like 2 minutes. We'll be back after these commercial breaks with New York Pele and his underdog plays of the week.
The best bets are not on Wall Street.
GameChangerz.ca, the ultimate source for sports betting information.
You gotta love the ultimate source, and we are truly the ultimate source because we're giving you a breadth of information. Between the panel we have on this show, we have over 100 years of sports betting experience. And speaking of 100 years, let's bring in New York Pele, the man himself. We have got to brag about Pele's accomplishments. Between college basketball and last week's college football, I haven't seen a run or a streak like this since that Mexican buffet where we had all you can eat. I haven't seen that big a run. Let me tell you something, Pele. You are phenomenal. You are the man. Last week's college football, I think only Penn State was the only game that you gave me that didn't win. And that was a late win by Michigan to give it up. We're taking the 1.5. Every other game swept the board. Your premium play swept the board. How are you doing it, brother? How are you coming up with this insight and this greatness?
I put so many hours into this. It's unbelievable. And I put my own money on the games. 7-0 on Saturday. Yes, we're 3-0 in college football, 3-0 in college basketball. We even 1-0 in NBA, the game that I put out. This weekend, I'm going to put out 4 games on Saturday just in college football. I love college football this weekend. And
yeah,
of course,
we're coming down to the last couple of weeks of the season here, Pele. So does that make an adjustment to you in the way you're looking at some of these games? You got these teams that are positioning; they want to get bowl eligible. You've got teams that are looking to clinch certain spots. Is that playing into some of your factoring of how you're looking at a couple of games?
Oh, absolutely. Plus, there's coaching changes already, and there's so much rumbling going on. Teams are losing and they've just given up, like Indiana last week. I mean, Rutgers was such a strong game for me last week. Indiana's in shambles. So I can understand why Joe betting against him this week also.
Absolutely. Let's get into your games. You've got Arizona State is at Oregon State. Oregon State taking 3 points at home. I know we love taking points. I know that as a policy, laying points on the road just absolutely sucks in football. We learned that in a big way in NFL last weekend. But in this game here, you're loving the home dog.
Yes, I do. Oregon State is 6-4 going into this game. Arizona State 7-3. Arizona State played last week in Washington, which is close by. 2 weeks in a row for a college team to be on the road. Do not like that. Oregon State is much, much improved. Oregon State will probably win this game. I don't even think we need the 3, but I'll take it anyway. But definitely bet some money line on Oregon State. I like this one.
Absolutely. Now, consistent with the theme of a West Coast betting strategy, you were on the second game, Oregon +3 at Utah. So we're taking 3 points on the road going into Utah. Tell me why you like this game.
I'm sticking with Oregon this week, both teams. Oregon is right now ranked 4th as far as the college football championship series. They win out, they're in. Utah's tough. But Oregon's got speed. Even though they lost their top running back, they're still running the ball really well. They're an excellently coached team, as is Utah. But Oregon will prevail here. I would expect Oregon to win by at least a touchdown. I would take the +3. I would also bet them on the money line. I like this game a lot.
Absolutely. Let's bring a little bit on both sides. That's beautiful analysis, beautiful plays. Let's bring Joe D'Amico back in. I'm going to round the show out here today with my college play coming up this weekend. I've got Oklahoma State going into play Texas Tech. Oklahoma State 9-1, great team, absolutely phenomenal team. Their defense is strong, but Texas Tech is a team here that is going to score some points. Their offense has been consistent, it's been regular, and they're going to score points. This situation, again, we talk about laying points on the road. The line on this game at 10.5 points is just too much for me to want to lay. When you're getting 10.5 points on a team that's got an offense, yes, they're playing up against a very, very solid and a very good defense of Oklahoma State, but I'm saying take the points. I'm saying take the money. I'm saying take the win. Don't get trapped into what the bookmakers want you to do, which is bet these favorites. Betting favorites has been a losing proposition overall. I've learned that lesson over the last 30 years. Taking points, especially at home. Absolutely phenomenal play. Gentlemen, thanks very much for joining this week. We've got only a couple more weeks of college football coming up. Reminding everybody, go to GameChangerz.ca. Check out the premium plays and premium picks. Joe D'Amico, last word for our fans this week.
Guys, it doesn't matter if it's on the turf, the hardwood, the grass. I am winning. 20 years documented. I got more handicapping champions than any 5 guys in the business combined, guys. Yeah. Go over to Game Changers, get all my winners. Doesn't matter. Basketball, college or pro football, college or pro basketball. I'm going to make you money. Go over to Game Changers. I put up some great discounts. Follow me all the way to the bank, folks.
Absolutely. New York Pele, college for the well, your college sports, I have always consistently, before we even started doing this show, for years and years, you and I have always been talking college. You have the ability to handicap emotion, which is something that a lot of people don't factor in. It showed in your results last weekend. Phenomenal. I know this is a football show, but your college basketball package has been absolutely on fire. In fact, I'm on some games here. We've got some tournaments this weekend. Tell me what you got coming up this weekend on your premium pick packages.
Yeah. My whole thing is line movement. Yes, and I work on psychological edges, but the line moves are very important, especially in college basketball. But I've got 4 big games in NCAA football this weekend. One game is just a killer game. Almost my game of the year. That's how close I am to it. It will be in my package for $50 for 4 teams. You can't beat it. And we have separate packages for college basketball and for NBA.
Absolutely.
We make money. That's what we do.
That's what we're doing. We're on a run. And I got to tell you something. When handicappers are on fire and they have that momentum going, you got to play that streak. You got to play that run. Sometimes you go a little bit dry. You come back. You reassess. You put a little more effort in. Joe, you've seen this for years. But we are absolutely, as a team, on fire. I encourage everybody, go to GameChangerz.ca. Check out the premium plays and packages. Play our free plays. Follow us, like us, share us, retweet us. Kelly Kemler here for Game Changers on behalf of Joe and Pele. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, we'll see you next time, and don't forget to not miss our NFL show coming up. We are going to have a big, big weekend all around. We'll see you next time, my friends.